Hello. I thought it was very interesting, this story in the last few days about Boris on his bike, um, about 7 miles from Downing Street, where he lives, and in contrast, Jessica Allen and Eliza Moore having a walk. I think they said it was 5 miles from where they lived, and that they were specifically going to a place that they thought was relatively deserted for their health and for other people's health. Very wise. And yet they were fined £200 each. And Boris's people have very clearly said that Boris was doing nothing wrong, that it was within the rules what he did, and presumably what they did. And in fact now the police have pulled back from these fines and I believe have apologised. But what is this doing to us? It's making us look rather silly, number one. And number two, it's pulling the rug from this whole agenda that authority is more important than responsibility. And I think we need to get back to the older idea that we need to be working together in harmony, we need to be sharing responsibility, and we need to be trusting those people who are in charge. Now, the problem is that since Dominic Cummings' benighted trip for a special eye test, since that day, really, we have seen an erosion of trust in the people in power. And a series of serious mistakes were made over the last summer. With the scandal over Priti Patel's bullying, with Gavin Williamson's mess of the A-levels and GCSE examinations, and then also with Cummings himself. And the problem is that when faced with this, our Prime Minister chose to back these people rather than recognise that this was a much broader issue about trust. I think Boris, and I know Boris well enough to know that he has a mind and he should start to use it. I think Boris should recognise this is not about a battle of authority. This is about a battle, or in fact not even a battle, this is about a reclaiming of trust and confidence in the institutions of government. Now, I don't think Boris is the person who actually has seriously damaged that trust. I think that damage was done by Mrs. May. Why? Because Mrs. May wanted to replace trust with bureaucracy. That's what she'd done in the Home Office. If anybody tries to get anything from the Home Office now, they are the recipient of Mrs. May's legacy, which is paperwork after reams of paperwork, reams of pointless paperwork. And she believed that was the way to deal with Brexit. It didn't work. It had many consequences, but it certainly didn't work in being a solution for her, because bureaucracy is not a solution. Bureaucracy is a delaying process. At best, bureaucracy supports authority in a decision, but if you can't make a decision, bureaucracy is not your answer. Eventually, you have to make a decision. In applying bureaucracy to the problem, Mrs. May flagged up the fact that she didn't have a clue. And Boris inherited that problem. Boris has his own characteristics as well, but so I'm afraid he didn't really do himself very many favours. But now it is essential because he's got to deal with two major issues which he should have been dealing with this last year. And in fact, in March, I thought he was beginning to win through. He's got to deal with COVID and he's got to deal with Brexit. And this is going to be lingering for a little while longer. He's got to build up trust. And we mustn't have these distracting stories like the one with Jessica Allen and Eliza Moore. This is just wrong. Now look, please leave your comments and also do follow me on, I do a podcast every Tuesday evening about a reality TV show called Survivor, and I'll try and do a special update about this and try and put a copy of these podcasts on my site at Zontal Films Limited. But do follow this because I should be bringing up some points which go beyond the issue of that particular analysis of that particular program. So subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to hearing from you and hearing your views about whatever is pressing at the moment: COVID, Brexit. Probably I'm sure there's something going on in America at the moment now, but. So look, anything is possible. Just add your comments below and I would love to respond. Bye-bye.